Hello and welcome everybody to this another video of our password generator application. So in last video we have talked in detail about this setting file, which setting are important for us, as well as this URL files and all these folders, which files are created when you create our when we create our project for the first time, which files are created and why, which files are important for us, like setting file and URL file, and which are for production, which are for development. And also we have seen these templates, and we have seen that PyCharm Professional generate this virtual environment for us. So all things are ready, and now we are going to start our first application. So the command for our first application, I told in last video that when you write python.manage.py -help, so you can get all the commands which are available. So the command we are going to use right now is start app. So I want to create my first application, python manage.py start app. Our app name would be generator. You can give any name you like, but I'm giving a generator. So you can see nothing happened, but the main thing is happened out here in this our project directory. Here you can see this generator folder, and it is generated by this one command, this py files, this admin.py, app.py, model.py, and test and view file, and this init file I told you in the last video. It is created whenever you create a folder in Django. So it's still the Django, that's the directory. And you can see this migration folder that's also contain this init file. There is nothing in it, but when you open this init file, it's empty by default. So in migration folder there is nothing right now, because we didn't have any database models which need to be migrated. And whenever we migrate a model, so the migration files come here in this folder. After that, this init file, this is the admin file. Admin, like in last video I told you, when we visit to the admin interface, and we see all over their things which were available, models like user and groups were available out there. So whenever we make our models, we need to head them to this admin.py file, and then it will show to us on that admin interface. And the next thing is the most important. Whenever you create an application in Django, you need this fs.py file is generated by default. So you need to copy this name and add it to this setting.py. I told you, whenever you create an app, you need to add it in this installed apps list. So this is our, whatever name is your app, so you need to add this name out here. So by this way Django will know that your application is created, and it will read all about these files. So we need to go in a little bit fast to work on our project. So first we need to have, whenever we need to work in our Django project, we need to first create our URL. So I will create our first URL to just test how URL. I will just create a simple URL with the name of hello /hello will give us and take us to this page, and should have a view. So I will write here views.hello and give it a name as well. So name will be also hello. And this is basically, I am telling you that how you can make whenever you want to add a new URL to this list. So this is the basic syntax you will giving in first place, by which forward slash, by which name it should be available, and views.hello. So in views it is now empty, we don't have anything in here. So we will create this home function right there. So we are just calling view.hello function in views. So we don't have that function, we will create one. So first I am coming to I need to import from our generator app, import views. So what is just done, it is import views, and from that views allow is not out there, so we will create our allow function right out here. I will just remove this comment, we don't need this comment. So by default this Django.shortcut import render function is already imported by default, so we need to create our function home. So I write here home, and by default it will accept a request parameter, and after that I will just call a simple HTTP response to just test it how it look like. So from Django.http import HTTP response, and here I will just write HTTP response, and in response I will just write a testing, or your programmer loves hello world. Okay, so I need to write return statement as well. So you can see that Python professional tells this yellow line. This yellow lines tell you that it is it's not like what Python coding style is pip8 Python proposal 8, so it's not with accordance to that, so you need to make it right. So it needs here a space, and here it needs a enter. Okay, so it's now right. Whenever if you don't know about formatting of the code, so you can come here to this code and reformat code. It will take care of everything it's required. So now we have created our URL, and we will send our request from this hello URL, and it will goes to this home, and in home it will just tell us this hello world. So let's start our server and check it out, it's working or not. Python manager py run server. Oh, there is an error. Module generated at us no attribute hello. Oh, there's no hello here. Oh yeah, it's right, because the basic error is there that our function name is home and we are calling here hello. So it's my mistake, and we are right here hello, and I will make its name home as well. Home is a good name than hello, so I think I should change it as well, so everything will be there same. Okay, so let's try it now. So you can see there is no error, and now let's just check it out here. Localhost, and it's tell me that UI2 interface admin and home, so I want to test home, so I'll just /home, and you can see hello world. Oh my god, it's going, and it's running. And another thing is that we can give here some HTML as well, so it will also works like this basic h1 tag, and let's see it how it works. Oh, it's working. So you will be thinking right now that if we want to give our page more styling, more things, then we can't write each and everything in this simple HTTP response. It will be something very not understandable, and your code will be not the way the Python Django developer do. So what you will be doing here, we will be making templates. So my way of working, and what's the formal way of what are the best practices for Django who are working with Django. Whenever you are working, there are many features of Django. Some of the best practices of Django is that your app should be loose coupling, it should be reusable. We need to this app to be isolated from our project. We can use in this project as well, and we can use in other project also. So our app should have its own template folder, its own URLs, and all over its own things. So that's why we will not be dependent on any project. We can use this app then there in any other project as well. So what I want to tell you is that we need to make our own URLs .py file here, and our own template directory out here for our HTML file as well. So I will create a new directory with the name templates first. Okay, it has been created, an empty directory, and as well as a new file with the name of urls.py. So it has been created, and now in this URL file I want to what should I need to do? From Django.urls import path, and here in URL pattern, like it was written in the main, I think you should copy from here also. I need to copy this thing, but I need to copy this import statement as well. So copy out to here, and we will paste it here for simplicity. So we don't need here this admin, it will be available out there, and here we need this home. Yeah, this is what we need out here. And now how can we connect this urls.py to this main urls.py? So here we don't need this, we already done this work out there. So okay, you can see out here that we don't need this. So this is our main URLs file. So we will create what we will do here, it should be empty, and /home will be available here. So it will come like empty, and here we will give it we will just write the app name, which is generator.urls. so by this way it can detect this URL file, and we don't need this name out here also. So by this way you have connected your URL files. So and by this way our generator URL is connected with main. So whenever user came and /home, you can access this home function. So let's check it out, it's working or not working. I will start my server again, and here you can see there is an error. View must be callable. Yes, it should be callable. It's my error. I should need to head include as well. So you need to head include also out here. So you should write include. It will then include this app in the URLs directory. By this way now we can check it out, it's working or not working. So let's check it out, and now you can see it's working. So let's test it and refresh this page, it's working. So by this way we will make our own urls.py, and we have connected this our urls.py with main urls.py. And the other thing is that when we are working with templates, so this outside template folder, here we create our application wide template, mean the main template, the main theme file will be created here. So I will create here the main file base.html. So here you can see this is our base.html file, and after that I will create in this inside in this app you can see this template folder. So my recommendation is that if whenever you are if you have multiple apps, so every app should contain this template directory, and in this template directory every app should have its own base.html. but because I am working with this one app, so I don't need to have that directory, that base.html file. So because I am just working with one simple application, so this base.html will work for me. So I don't need to have base.html for this application. So I will create home file for home.html for that. So now you can see that home.html is now created, and now our project directory is set. So in this base.html, and now you can see this is our base.html file, and we need to have our old template for this simple hello world program to run this in a template. So this is our base.html. I will give it the title like home, and here I want to include in its body this home.html. So for this you need to use Django template tags. So you need to write here blog. You can blog content. I am giving it the name content. You can give any name you want, but one necessary thing is that whenever you start a blog, open a blog, and you need to close it as well with end blog. Yeah. So now you need to by this way, whenever you use it in another HTML file, it will include that file as well. So just copy paste out here, and here you can see that blog content. In blog content I want to write that hello world in h1. So h1 hello world, and I want to, the first basic thing is that I should extend it as well to the base.html. so I will write the word extends, and air in brackets I will write base.html. It will detect this base.html file, and this template will be connected to this base.html, and it will run its hello world program for us. So let's try it out. And the last thing we need to change is this in views. In view we need to write in place of this HTTP response, we need to render the template. So render request, and here we will give our template reference. So our template is in one more important thing that I forget is that whenever you make this template directory in your folder, you need to make in this template directory another folder directory with the name of this your application. I will tell you why we are making this out, and I will cut this file and copy in this directory. Now this file in this directory. By this way, whenever you use this directory structure, your template file will be detected very easily. So you will just write out here generator/home, and it will detect your file. So in our context we don't have anything to send to our template right now, so it will be empty, and by this way it should work and run our template. So let's check it out and save everything, and let's run it from start. We have home. Yes, it's now working. This is our template setting. What I have done in this video, I have created another template folder here, and in the template folder, this is one point you need to remember, that in template folder you should also create another folder with the name of your application, like this generator. In that you should create your templates. By this way you can access your template very easily, and it's a formal way of doing the work. And this is our base.html, and we have extended our home.html with this base.html. Base.html basically used for your project wide template. Project wide theme will be applied on all templates which is defined in base.html. So by this way we have in this video we have created our template directory in our application, because we need our application to be reusable. And after that what we have done here is that we have created our own urls.py file as well. So in next video we will proceed to our password generator application. We will making a random password generator for the user. So thank you for watching, and we will meet in the next video.